Welcome to my little corner or sphere of the world. There aren't corners in the world. I am so happy because today I am certifying someone in Reiki level 1, and it's been 3 years since I've had a new student. I have been on a journey with my Reiki Master Teacher level experience as I received my master level training January of 2019. And then, that year, I think it's really interesting about Reiki because I think a lot of people think that it's this it's supposed to be this blissful, love and light thing. And that's not necessarily true. Oh, sorry about that. That's not necessarily true. We are using light, just as the light of the sun is literally always shining in our solar system, in our, our little sphere of the universe. Light has information, light transforms, light can get into those deep cracks inside of our bodies, of those blockages. And so that's where I think people get lost in the healing aspect, and what the heck is healing anyway? It's I feel like Reiki healing is like a bridge towards what is meant to be for your path. For example, Reiki is now being used to help treat cancer patients. This is a new thing within the last, I don't know, I want to say 5 to 10 years, but there are actual, Reiki practitioners going to hospitals, going to cancer treatment centers, because they're seeing and finding that there is results. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're curing cancer or curing, making it go away. Sometimes Reiki is helping people suffering pass on more gently, more peacefully, even quicker. Sorry, I have no way with words lately, just energy. So, I really like to explain that this is just such a rooted practice in knowing yourself and walking the path that you're meant to walk to. And that has nothing to do with your destiny or anything. It means, for me, that you're following your passions and your soul's light. It's the same thing with hanging out with people that don't necessarily serve you, but we're lonely and we want to be around humans. That's normal, obviously, but I think I'm going into tangents now. But I really wanted to, oh, my kitty's here. I really wanted to express my gratitude and being able to share, and also sharing that the act of healing and sharing energy, it's actually just really rooted deep, sometimes emotionally charged experiences. A lot of people cry during Reiki. It's like a remembrance. I like to think that it's like the plasma all around us. In Vedic astrology and Chinese medicine, there's not 4 elements, there's 5 elements. And I think in Vedic astrology, the 5th element is space. And I really vibe with that because there's so much potential in this space for the elements. It's like the solvent, yeah, of the solution. And maybe solvent, the space, the majority of the space. And there's plasma to be found in all across the cosmos and from the sun. And look at my kitty giving me energy right now. Animals really help with energy work too, especially if you have a cat. They love energy work specifically. That's because their vibrational field runs counterclockwise to ours. And so it actually feels so so good for them to be like balancing out energies. They're constantly like doing like all types of work. And I really appreciate that about always like calling upon animals and calling upon energies like that, because that's something we always have access to inside. We are a multitude of things, and we are multidimensional. There's a reason why the natives look to animals as their ancestors. We are ancestors, we are family. And so, receiving love and medicine from these animals and sharing that is like what life is all about. We're not on top, we're together. And so that was like a really big part of me, in the kind of not funk I was in, but I hermited for a while. And sometimes, even though you might not be physically ready, your passions are still there. And so I said out loud, that I wanted to get back into my passions and share again. And everything is kind of like formulating and materializing, even in a non-material way. Like these things are just locking in for me. And so, there was a lot of times I wanted to hide my light because I just didn't want people to, even some people that I didn't like, to read what I had to offer. It was kind of just like truth or dare. Truth. I won't do any dares right now. Maybe tomorrow. I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, oh yeah, I really believe, and I'm seeing so much, objectively, that, us as humans have nothing to hide. Do you have a boyfriend or husband? Yes, I have a husband. Sorry. I'll still hang out with you on here though. um, yeah, shine your light. Shine your light. The right people will sense it and find it. Even if you feel like this like black fucking sheep in your community. I feel like I was such a black sheep. I felt so alone in my, like, where I grew up in my family, because I just felt so different, and I knew that. I knew I was different. I knew that I could sense other things, and I never told anybody, because why? They'd just shoot me down, right? So yeah, I guess I'm just sharing that, like, really follow what you believe in and what you're dreaming in, no matter how silly you might think it is. Just throw some extra reality in there. Is this realistic? Obviously, not all of us could live on the moon, or all those things, but it's realistic to want to live your passions and live your life and shine your light and be who you want to be, as long as you're not hurting anybody. um, you know what I really want to be is someone who gets to look at the earth, and do that in my own rhythm, and not feel like I'm always like looking on my back, or looking, worrying about this or that. I just want to be in nature, and I want to be sharing, the energy of possibility, that like we don't have to like sit in our shit forever. Like there's a reason why we're here, even if you're like atheistic. Like I've been wondering why for so long, and now I'm just getting deep. But yeah, today I'm living my purpose and my passion by sharing Reiki. And if you're interested in Reiki or want to learn more about it, reach out to me, message me, email me, earthwalkersedu@gmail.com. I'd love to work with you and just share this magical experience that was reintroduced to our world over 100 years ago from Japan. And it's said to be something even more ancient that was born in Tibet, which I really believe in, that atmosphere, that space on Earth being very sacred with the mountains. So yeah, love you. Thank you for joining and listening to me talk. I felt like I was gonna do some more things, but that didn't really happen. So sending you off with the grounding. Mama Kitty is leaving. It is safe to be exactly fuck you are. You are so amazing. You are so bright.